Shelley Saunders runs a superfine merino flock in Tasmania's northern Midlands with her partner Chris. As producers of high-quality fleece, they are acutely aware of the importance of protecting the health and productivity of their flock, as well as the perception of Australian products in international markets.
The wool that we grow is fabulous. It's ultra-fine, superfine, it's baby soft, it's meant to be worn next to the skin. It's grown in this great place, Tasmania, Australia. Biosecurity is important on Barega because we want to keep the health of our animals and the environment as clean as that we can. Prevention is so much easier than treatment.
But in the past, her property Barega has suffered outbreaks of lice, foot rot and Johne's disease, costly shocks that prompted her to bolster her on-farm biosecurity systems in order to minimise the chance of it happening again. A big part of Shelley's biosecurity strategy has been to get on top of stray stock, which carry a major risk of introducing lice and foot rot.
And as soon as that we see them, immediately we pounce on them. Do a full inspection of the straying animal, their feet for lice. Worm resistance or Johne's you wouldn't know unless they're tagged, and then you can approach the property owner about that. And with strays, they go into the shearing shed here, isolated there. The owners are rung and they have to come and pick them up. It is interesting that you still hear that, just put them back over the fence, and it horrifies me if that happens to us and where we may have inadvertently have picked up something where we've scratched our heads and wondered where it's come from.
She also now runs a closed, self-replacing flock to prevent pests and diseases being brought in from outside. But if replacement stock do need to be purchased, she now has clear standards to follow.
I wouldn't buy anything unless it had a sheep health statement now. If vendors aren't going to share the history of the animal, well, I'm not interested in purchasing.
Having attended Livestock Biosecurity Network training workshops, Shelley has also erected signage to demonstrate to visitors and contractors that biosecurity is taken seriously on her property.
It's certainly been great, and attending the LBN workshop and having a structured form to work your way through, that would have been helpful in the earlier days.
LBN's Biosecurity Officer in Tasmania, Jess Code, says that there are a number of easy steps producers can take to minimise the risk of introducing pests and diseases.
There are a number of things that producers can do before introducing livestock to the property. Number one thing is knowing about the health status of the livestock. So this involves looking at a sheep health statement or a cattle health statement. If possible, having a look at the livestock before making that purchase decision. So once animals arrive on the property, there are a few things that farmers can do. One of those things is a quarantine period, and there are a number of practices that can be done, and this is called on-farm biosecurity or gates biosecurity practices, allowing enough period for the animals to empty out any weed seed that may be in the system, and allowing a time period for the producer to actually just generally witness the animals and see if there's any signs of pests or diseases.
Support materials are available from the LBN website at www.lbn.org.au.